That was unbelievable last night. The Boston Celtics take a 1-0 lead, and now the question is what do the Warriors do here now? Because this is when their vaunted experience is going to have to come into play. That was the conversation coming into the finals, and they showed that stat right off the top of the ESPN broadcast last night, right? Number of playoff NBA final games combined, the Warriors had over 120 on their roster, and the Celtics had a combined number of 0. Nobody had ever played in an NBA finals game prior to last night, and the question, what's going to happen here? Like, hey, you've got the experience, and the other team, however, might not know what they don't know, and what they don't know is to just lie down in the fourth quarter. And so this is where the vaunted Warriors experience is going to have to come into play here to hold serve, go to Boston, and do what they've done for, what did you say yesterday, 24 consecutive playoff series, which is win at least one game on the road. They're going to have to now, otherwise they lose the finals. So they are going to have to do that, and this is where the vaunted experience comes into play. And, we were supposed to, and we believe, and I do, and I did going in, and have to believe going out. The best trio in this finals is Curry, Clay, and Draymond. But last night, it was Brown, Horford, and White.
Right, yeah.
That was it.
Like, what?
15 of 23 from 3.
Crazy.
And so Draymond Green went to the podium last night and said this.
They hit 21 threes, and Marcus Smart, Al Horford, and Derek White combined for 15 of them. So those guys are good shooters, but they combined for, 15 out of 8. Where's Smart? 7, 8, 15 for 23. My math right? 8, 7, and 8. 8, 7, and 8. Yeah, that's 23, right? Yeah. 15 for 23 from those guys. So be fine.
So 2 things come out of that. First thing is, I guess I got to stop talking about Michigan State's lack of education compared to Michigan. I guess I should lay off on that. But, hey, odds are, right? Odds are they won't do that again.
But
last night, the odds looked pretty damn bleak for the Celtics, and it happened. And you know what the Celtics will take? They will take being overlooked 100 times out of 100 right now. And there's no question this coach is playing that up in that locker room. And there's no doubt in my mind that Horford is hearing this stuff, and that Brown is hearing this stuff, and White's hearing this stuff, and both Williams are hearing this stuff, and Tatum's hearing this stuff, and Marcus Smart is hearing this stuff. Because, yeah, White and Brown and Horford hit all those threes, but the guy who put the dagger in from three-point range was Smart. That guy was making all of them when it was suddenly like 6 points. Oh, God, it's not. Well, it's 12.
Yeah.
And then it got up to 15, 120, 105.
It was 103, 100. The Celtics were down.
Correct. 17-0 run.
Yeah.
So if the Warriors say we just need to keep doing what we're doing, and odds are they won't do that again, that's a major problem for the Golden State Warriors. Because if there's anybody that has proven that you can't count on the odds this year, it's this Boston Celtics team. This Boston Celtics coach, this Boston Celtics front office. Who the hell takes a coach and puts him upstairs? Who the hell has a coach who says, put me upstairs? Who the hell has that coach go upstairs and make the moves that we see are paying off? Al Horford just put up 26. Right now, as we're sitting here, Al Horford is the front runner for NBA Finals MVP, and he's never played in a game. He had the record for most games played, most years played without such an appearance.
And TJ hit on it. He went to Philadelphia and did nothing. Got traded to OKC, and they basically Keyshawned him.
Yes.
Like, yo, you can't play.
Yes, stay home.
And then Brad
Stay home.
Stevens was like, yo, we'll take you back. Take Kemba. Come back. Play with us.
Yeah.
And he's been incredible this whole playoffs.
Open shots, he'll take them.
Bang.
Defense,
block
take
shots,
'em.
rebounding.
He's spectacular.
And he's out there shooting threes last night. And,
Like he's Robert Horry.
and his finger, like
Exactly.
Torrey Holt's looking at that finger on his right hand going, wow. And he's got the crooked finger and he's shooting the threes.
His
and
jumper doesn't. It looks ugly.
It looks ugly
busted.
and weird.
I'll just say, I heard the Draymond Green statement, and I'm like, okay, he is a supremely confident Hall of Fame player who's been there and done that.
No doubt.
But I would beg to differ. You can't sit here and say odds are they're not going to do it, because the Celtics have overcome that statement every single day since the calendar year turned from 2021 to 2022. Yeah. That is literally their mantra. Odds are, screw you, odds are. If you're going to keep saying odds are this team's not going to do it, you're going to be watching another duck boat parade. So get it together for the rest of us. Look at that guy over there who's so damn smug.
Man,
Come on. He put his green socks on and shoes. He's not even wearing pants. That's how confident he is.
he never wears pants.
Come
I
on.
almost brought a cigar today.
For the rest of us in America, don't rely on odds are.
No. Here's
And somebody else from New England would say, do your job.
Here's the problem, Rich.
Come on.
Every series, Tatum has one game where you're like, what is Jason Tatum
You got
doing?
your bad Tatum
and
game
then
out.
he averages 28,
Yes,
30.
he already had that one.
So
And they won.
and they won. That's a problem.
Yes, odds are he's going to be better.
Yes. Yeah, and you and I aren't betting, man, but
Yes.
I think that we would bet on the fact that this is probably going to be the worst game he plays.
Grant Williams hardly did anything from three. Odds are he's going to be the guy who does it if White doesn't.
He basically got benched yesterday.
Yeah,
Come on.
It's weird being, we're all kind of basketball historians. Watching Al Horford last night, man, I picked the Warriors to win, but something felt weird watching that game. Like we were watching a story that we've seen before, this old grizzled veteran who'd never been there before.
You know what they have? They have the feeling of it's meant to be. It's what it looks like right now. And odds are is not going to cut it with this Celtics team.
I'm sick to my stomach, Rich.
Better get some Pepto ready, like you're Jerry West.
I mean,
Okay, in the NBA Finals in the season finale of Winning Time, get that Pepto ready, brother. Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.